What is up, guys? It's Superken from Superkengaming. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave a comment saying hi, thumbs up. If you like the video already, share this video with your friends. And welcome to my product review of Fixture Gaming carrier case. Now, Fixture Gaming did send me this case for free. So this is a free product that I am reviewing. I spent some time with it. I got this probably a month ago, so a decent amount of time, to have some actual thoughts about it. I'm not gonna get this in the mail, open it up, and like, oh, let's review this. I've traveled with this. I've used it on the road. Let's see how great of a product this actually is. So right now you can get the case alone for $24.99, and let's see what $24.99 gets you. Put this to the side. You get a case. There's a spot here for your Pro controller. All these little slots for your games, and there's a big ol' compartment. What can you put in here, you ask? You can put in your little, you're playing Mario Golf on the go. You got to bring your little attachments. You can bring that. You can put in your, you can fit your Nintendo Switch, the big old block charger in here. And then the second product they feature for $34.99 is the actual mount. This is what the mount looks like. Controller goes here. The Switch goes here. I'll show you what it all looks like together in a bit. So $34.99 for this. $24.99 for this. You buy them separate. That's $60. But there's actually a bundle where you can get them both together for $49.99. Now, do I think that this is worth $49.99? Here are my thoughts. I'm gonna let you know if I think these prices are ridiculous or they're pretty fair. First, let's compare it to just your typical Switch case. You can fit your Nintendo Switch in here. And there's just a regular Switch case. The typical Nintendo Switch goes here. Underneath you got your slot for games. Your basic case if you're not into the Pro controller, which I am. I'm Pro controller all day. I barely ever use my Joy-Cons. Unless, it's a motion control game, then I'm gonna use my Joy-Cons. But here we go, the size difference. This way, it's smaller. Obviously, the thickness. The thickness is the big thing. Now you can be like, man, this is gonna take up so much space. It's gonna take up so much space in my luggage, and I didn't find that to be the case. This fits in a nice little corner in your bag, nice and easy. I was scared too. I'm like, man, this is gonna be way too bulky, take up too much space in my luggage, and that is not the case. So if you are worried about this taking up too much space, it takes up a nice little corner in your luggage. Shove those between your pants and your shirt, whatever, you're good to go. So space factor, solid space factor. And hey, what can you expect? You got your whole Switch Pro controller in here. So now let's throw this together. This is how you do it. You gotta take off your controllers. The controllers will not fit in here. I mean, that's not true. Your Joy-Cons will fit. You take your little Joy-Cons. Let's say you get the bundle, right? Take your Joy-Cons off. You go to your little zipper. You throw them in there. You're good to go. The Joy-Cons fit in the zipper. As well, the Joy-Cons fit in there with the charging block. Everything will fit in here. You got the charging block, you got your Joy-Cons in the zipper. Now we got the actual dock. This is how you put the dock together. I would recommend that you put the controller in first. So you put a little boop right there, and then you just snap that baby in. A little awkward, but you'll eventually get it. Now you got this little thing. It slides in, so it's nice and secure. There's little hooks in here, as you can see here, kind of like your Joy-Con. So it's going to be nice and secure. You slide it in, nice and easy. Slide that baby all the way up until it locks in, and you're secure. You got your Switch. It's nice and secure. You got options. You're playing your Switch like this. Now, is this awkward? Does this feel weird compared to your Switch with just the Joy-Cons? Very. This is very awkward. A lot of pressure on your wrist. Very heavy. it's awkward playing this way. I did it. I played Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword this way for a little bit, 40 minutes on the road. And, at first you're like, this is awkward. But eventually you get over it and, you get used to it. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird to actually play on this thing. But let's say you're done. You're done playing. Just boop. Push it down. Look at that. Right on top of the controller. Nice and flat. Your Switch is nice and flat. Screen upwards, of course. Here's your case. You just put it right in. Look at that. Just shut it. Just shut it right on your case. Oh no. Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure our Joy-Cons are flat. You need to zip it up. Right there. We got the Joy-Cons. We got the Switch. We got the Pro Controller. We got your little attachments in there in case you gotta play some Mario Golf or something. Attach those to the wrist so you don't fling them around and hurt somebody. So does everything fit? Yes, with an asterisk. Now here is the biggest issue. Back to the big old Nintendo block. You know how thick that thing is. Will this fit with the block in it? Yes, but it's a struggle. It's a struggle to shut. It's a struggle to zip. So you will have a little pressure of, the big old block pressing down on your screen. There's no way around it. You're gonna have the pressure. I mean, I guess in a way that's okay because I would rather have that than a, block bouncing up and down and hitting my screen over and over when I'm traveling. So I mean, maybe it's a good thing that there's pressure. But back to the point of the pressure. If you got, this lined up with games, it's not going to shut with the block. So you gotta kind of leave, a little rectangle free of games so that it shuts with games and it shuts with the block. Other than that, you're going to get a nice little use. Let me count how many games you can fit in here. 10 games. You can fit in 10 games. With the Nintendo block, I would remove about 4 games. So, you can fit 4 to 6 games in here if you want to carry your block with you. If you want to carry, the Switch and the Pro. If not, you can just throw the block in your luggage. It's no big deal. If that would make you feel, more at ease that you're not going to end up with the cracked screen when you get off your flight or off the bus or wherever it is whatever it is you're taking and wherever it is you're going, you don't want a screen. Now, how much would I pay for this? I feel like the mount for $35 is ridiculous. Also, I feel like if you don't have the mount, this case is pointless. All right? The Nintendo Switch is not going to securely fit in this thing without no worries that things are going to bounce around. Let me take this off. Let's take the controller out of here. It's a plastic material. It's not too flimsy, but you could feel like if you tried, you could break this. But I would not feel comfortable having my Switch Pro controller in there and my Switch screen just loosely in here. No, that ain't gonna work. So there's literally no point in buying this separately. The mount by itself, I guess I could see, if you're gonna buy one thing, buy the mount so you can take it around. And I mean, you're kind of, let's just see what the mount's like with just the Switch. If you're just gonna pack this way, okay, I guess you have the mount. Is the mount worth $35 now? I would pay maybe $20 for this. $20 for the mount. It's awkward to play. You might be like, man, this isn't worth it. I'm just gonna play the Switch with the Joy-Cons at this point because this is just weird. Or I'm gonna, put it on my lap. I don't know. I guess. Do you wanna? It's a weird tension on the wrist. You won't know until you feel it, but it is weird. I could again see just this, but again, $20 is about what I would pay for this. The combo for $50 is a no for me. Again, I would maybe, for the combo, now we're looking at $34.99 for the combo. All right, I guess I would throw that in there. But again, the case by itself, no point. There's no point in the case. You're really trying to protect your, you got a case just for your controller. That's ridiculous to me. So if you're going to buy anything by itself, I would get this. But this is nice. I'm not going to say like, hey, this is a free product. I'm still going to use it. I like it enough to use it and to travel with it. But if I had to pay $50 on my own for it, I would not do that. I'd be like, okay, $35 for a nice little convenient case that also, carries around my Switch nice and firmly, and my Joy-Cons and like my cord, like everything in here. You got me. You got me for $35. $50 ridiculous. So final review. After traveling with this, I put it through the ringer. It's nice and hard, nice and sturdy. Nothing's gonna really squish. But again, $34.99 is about what I would pay for this. So for the value, I would rate this on my scale. Here's my scale real fast. 5, mediocre. 6, okay. 7, it's good. 8, great. 9, amazing. 10, masterpiece. You need this. I would give this a 6 out of 10. It's okay. You get it as a gift? Cool. You would probably use it. Buying it for yourself, I feel like you'd be like, man, this is not worth $50, and I do not believe it's worth $50. But hey, maybe you get it on sale. Again, if you're buying solo, this is the only thing to get. If you want the case, get both. Because the case, again, is useless without this. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and of course, stay beautiful. You thought that video was good? Ha! You should probably watch this video. The very video that's on your screen right now. That YouTube hand-selected for you. Out of all my thousands of videos, this is the one that I want you to watch next. And make sure you're subscribed, because I'm not a genie or anything, but I'm pretty sure you get 42 years of bad luck if you made it this far into my video and you're not subscribed. You don't have to subscribe. I'm just looking out for you. I'm just looking out for your luck and your life.